Let me guess, you're probably struggling to write an essay right now and you just found a video that's going to save those grades. Hello everyone, I'm Ariel and today I'm going to be sharing with you 6 tips for writing a great essay as well as the top rated writing services to use instead. All links will be below this video, add them to your favorites and never forget them. I'm a third year medical student, so I've pretty much been in school my entire life, and I hate to break it to you, but there are always going to be essays. Always. I even submitted an essay like just 2 hours ago. I'm not here to tell you to write your intro, body, and conclusion, and I'm also not here to tell you how to write a 5-page essay in 30 minutes. I'm here to share some tips that I've used to maintain my grades throughout school. Writing well takes time, and writing well about something you don't even care about takes even more time. Some students throw down some words to get the assignment done and over with without caring about the quality of those words, and some students simply don't even have enough time to perfect those words. Hopefully with these resources, you'll no longer be that student. Now, tip number 1 is to analyze the question. You must be saying, wow, stating the obvious, but you must know what exactly is being asked of you. Now, essay questions tend to have 3 components. You have the content terms, limiting terms, and directive terms. The content terms will be the key concepts that are specific to the task. The limiting terms would be the scope that the topic focuses on, and then the directive terms would be what exactly you're doing in relation to the content. So are you going to be defining, are you explaining, are you comparing, evaluating? Now let's take a look at this example. You get an essay question that says, discuss the importance of a doctor-patient relationship. Now the content term would be the doctor-patient relationship, right? And then the limiting term would be importance. So you want to know the importance of that relationship. And then the directive term would be to discuss. You're writing that essay and you're almost done and you realize that you've mostly written about the models of a doctor-patient relationship, or you've mostly been explaining what that relationship is and what it entails. That means you're neglecting the limiting term, which is the importance. That is what needs to be discussed, and that's what you should be exploring. Keeping those 3 terms in mind is the perfect way to analyze your essay question. Now, my second tip is to make a preliminary outline. Now, what I usually do is write my topic or essay question in the center of my page, and I'll draw about 5 lines from that topic, and I'll jot down my main ideas. Then from those main ideas, I draw even more lines and add more ideas. Now, at this point in time, it's very important that you understand the essay question so that you can have all these answers and ideas flowing, and then you can go ahead and start collecting sources. Now, I'm not telling you to go all crazy with the drawings like me, but you must have a plan to organize your notes and ideas, and then use this plan as a high-level visualization of what your essay structure should be. Now, let's say you are good at writing essays, but you just don't get this question. You don't have an answer to this question. You have websites like Studied. You can submit your assignments, your coursework, and they will do it for you. Now, let's say you submit this assignment, right? They can provide all the main points you need, and you can go ahead and write your own essay from there. You can use those main points as a guideline. My third tip is to utilize evidence and reasoning. Evidence provides a concrete support for your claim. That would be like specific examples, illustrations, statistics, and quotations. Now, students are often guilty of this one thing. They write their essay, they sprinkle some examples and some stats here and there, but they forget to connect the evidence to their arguments, and that's what we call reasoning. You have to use reasoning. Now let's look at this example. This is purely made up. Let's say 70% of patients who have a strong doctor-patient relationship have a better understanding of their health issue. Now let's say we've already discussed what it means to have a strong doctor-patient relationship. Now we want to know the importance of it. Remember, that's the scope, that's the limiting factor. So we are going to try to explain why is it important that patients have an understanding of their health issue. Does this mean that they're going to be more compliant with their treatment plan? Does it mean that they're more likely to show up at their next appointment? And how are all these things important to their overall health, right? How is it important to their health outcome, right? And the thing is, you cannot expect the readers to connect the dots for you. You have to do that. and that's why reasoning is important. And you absolutely cannot forget to cite your sources. I know this must be so exhausting doing all this research and citing, but remember there are lots of websites that can get it done for you. There's 99 Papers, Essay Box, Extra Essay, and Mad Missions Essay. Now, they deliver high quality essays done by professionals, and they're very affordable. Don't forget to check them out. My fourth tip is to write clearly. What do I mean by that? Now, you can take a look at the overall structure of your essay and ask yourself questions like, was my argument clearly stated in my introduction? Does the actual structure of my essay follow the roadmap that I had set out in my introduction? Do my main points clearly support my argument? You can also take a closer look at the paragraphs. Does each paragraph introduce one main idea? Do the sentences in that paragraph support that specific idea, as well as the evidence and reasoning? And you can also look at the flow from paragraph to paragraph. Paper Help has a service called Rate My Paper. They provide constructive feedback and positive reinforcement. You can write your own essay and submit it to them for a professional review. Wise Essay also provides editing and proofreading services. They do fact checks, they close holes in arguments, and they provide solid advice on the way you went about constructing your paper, making it more refined. Paper Help and Wise Essays are the top 2 best writing services, and I would highly recommend them. My fifth tip is managing your time well. Yes, as soon as you get these assignments, you need to consider the due dates and make a note of the page or word count. You also need to be honest with yourself and think about how much time would you need to comfortably complete each step. How long will it take you to do your research? How long will it take you to write up your first draft and do the actual paper and revise the paper? Now, I'm a student as well. I know you might have 10 assignments due that same week. And once again, these writing services come in handy because they can deliver within 3 hours. My sixth and final tip is to find ways to make essay writing fun. I know you might be writing and you're unmotivated, you're just not interested, but if you are bored and you're the writer, then the readers are going to be bored too. Now, a way you could go about this is by finding some interesting facts or some outrageous facts about that topic, not necessarily to add to your essay, but just to keep yourself engaged and interested in that topic. And you could even use one of these facts as an eye catcher, or you could use it as a hook. Now, just to recap, the 6 tips that we covered were 1. Analyzing the essay question. 2. Making a preliminary outline. 3. Utilizing evidence and reasoning. Don't forget the reasoning. 4. Writing clearly and revision. 5. Time management. And 6. Ensure that you have some fun writing your essay. I've shared with you 7 of the best paper writing services in this video. They're very reliable and they offer a wide range of categories, from law to medicine. They can even help with your math homework, accounting, even computer science. They'll be able to help out with that. They also provide their services at different educational levels. So if you're in high school or college, medical school, law, if you're doing PhD or master's, they'll be able to provide results for that level. Just a few of them are on the pricier side, but most of them are very affordable. They offer additional services like plagiarism checks, unlimited revisions, and formatting. Some of these websites allow you to see who your writers are, their credentials, their areas of expertise, and assignments they've completed in each area. Some of these websites have been around since the early 2000s. For example, Paper Help, they're known for being the most trustworthy, and they have a long list of well-seasoned writers with thousands of completed orders. A professional writing service provides expert assistance and a deep bench of knowledge and skills to help you accomplish any writing task faster and with higher quality than you could produce yourself. These writing services are Essay Box, 99 Papers, Extra Essay, My Admissions Essay, Study It, Wise Essays, and Paper Help. And don't forget to check out our video on the top 7 best writing services. We go into all the details. We show you how each website works, the pros and the cons, their services and add-ons, and of course, we compare the prices. So if you're looking for help with essay writing or any other assignment, please feel free to check out that video. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Links to all services are right under this video. Add them to your favorites and don't lose them. With all those 6 tips, you're good to go.